Hey Docs, Dr. Tony here, and just sitting at my desk, and I had the most perfect most perfect set of scans, progress evaluation come across, and progress report folder come across here this week in the practice that I think will, one, really be able to demo and illustrate for you how we use these progress exam folders, and I figured this would be a doubly effective video to shoot really quick for you because it's a situation with a patient that is the one that absolutely stumps and stresses and confuses chiropractors like crazy, and they typically butcher this report of findings and communication of it, which is exactly why we built these folders with especially some of the inside analogies and things that it explains for you. Now that doesn't mean you can just hand it to them, check the box, and not say anything. No, you've got to bring the folder to life, just like every poster, every handout that we create with WAP, but you'll love this one. So first off, my favorite thing about the demo poster or about these progress scan and exam folders is obviously they're really perfectly pertinent for people who use scans, and we're the biggest fans of the Insight Substation, obviously, and that's all I've ever used. It's all I've ever known. So I got this patient's name blacked out, ran another copy of it so we can show it. But this is a patient, first off at the very top, so when you open this up, so I'm sitting at my desk here. This is actually one, usually we do these table side because it's a progress checkpoint. She's in a 36 visit care plan, so this is after her 24th visit, or on her 24th visit. We did a scan, so on the 25th visit, we would just add, we add 5 to 10 minutes to the, in the chiropractic scheduler to block that out, but it's typically done table side. I am going to prepare to do this one back in the consult and exam room here, sitting across the desk, because you'll see this is going to be a little bit of a heavier conversation for the reasons that are in this, and you'll see why. So first off, you can see the old set of scans, or the not old, previous set of scans. So these were done a month ago. They're going to go on the top, and then the new set of scans is down on the bottom. That's what that kind of sticky strip is for. And then for her, we wanted to really bring into light the core scores, the HRVs, and multiple printouts on that as well. So we just simply staple them to the top and the bottom so that she can see those. So what happens is, again, if they're reading through this and you go through this, the demo is, this is huge. We use that GPS coordinate every single time. What we want these progress visits to be, and 90% plus they are, is what I call a ding visit, where you've hit your mark, the scans are improving, the patient's improving right where you want within that care plan you laid out. That's a whole part of doing it better. If you need help with that, goodness, come into the world of Epic and we'll teach you how to care plan. That's where 90% of people actually mess it up first. But here's how simple this is, and they should just ding and say, hey, scans are clearing, things are moving, things are progressing, it's right on track where we want to be. On the back, take a hit and take the check mark on that and keep things going, which is still actually where we're going to go with this patient. But you'll love this one because you'll see how the folder works great, and it'll also be a great kind of clinical care tip on it as well. Really quick, and I know it's going to be hard to see with my little selfie video, but here's the story with this patient. She's going to be what I'll call a definite, and she has all three of them, right column patient, okay? So I'm going to kind of try and zoom in on this. So these are metaphors and analogies that I have used, some that I learned from preceding docs that I got to work with before I opened up my practice, and others that we have kind of put into play here as we become this very neurotonal kind of scan-heavy, communication-heavy sort of practice. So in a very general construct, and you guys are chiropractors, so you know this all has, it's all good as you move in the right direction. But in a very general construct, if things are checked on the left side, things are progressing well, it's a thumbs up. These are the good things, if you will. So less stress, improved adaptability, better organization. So less stress would be less colors, less issues. So even if you're not even using scans, you can use these. You got to have some other sort of printout or handout to put with this. But less stress would be less fixation, less muscle tension, less, it's in our world, it's all neuro, right? So less stress on the scans. Improved adaptability, now that's really talking HRV. They go hand in hand. If you have less stress and subluxation, we know you have better adaptability. So generally these all come together. And then better organization. That really fits, if you're an EMG user, better fits the pattern and symmetry and those sort of things. So these are, if you will, on the left side are the good things, okay? That would be a progress exam where honestly you could do the report in like 30 seconds. Things are looking good, scans are clearing out, check, check, check. Explain these really quick verbally, check the boxes, send it home with them, tell them to read this at home, flip it on the back, say stay the course, and let's see you on the next visit, next scans. Now on the right side, when you run into these, you're going to need to spend a little bit more time, very likely, at that progress report. And with this one, she's so stuck, she's got a lot of clearing out and detoxing going on that we have, kind of changed our schedule that we're going to sit in the back and go through this with this patient. So this one, I have a little bit checked to waking up. We definitely have some cleaning house because her thermal scan is getting brighter and more colorful as she is detoxing, as she gets adjusted in the body. A lot of times has to get that crap out to get well. But primarily, her core score started as a 66, and now 2 months later, she's still a 65. Her EMG hasn't changed. Her HRV hasn't changed. Her symptoms, her signs haven't changed. She is stuck, and she's told us as so on the progress forms and paperwork that we had her filled out. We're not seeing the change that we want functionally and objectively with her, and she's not seeing the change that she wants in terms of the symptom signs and her quality of life. So that's where this still stuck explanation, that's where these folders are gold, because it tells what you need to tell the patient. And the reality of this patient is she is stressed to the max. She is a hard-charging lawyer with 4 kids who are each in a million different activities. Her and her husband have had some stress. He just lost his job during the course of these 24 visits that she's been under care. So what the still stuck, education would come with is there's really 2 ways out of that still stuck, and we're going to employ both of them for this for this amazing gal. She wants to get better. She so believes and values and trusts in the care that we're providing, because her kids are all better. All kids are under care, and they just all transition to wellness care because they're rocking, and she's stuck. There's 2 reasons for that, and they're explained on this poster for you. So it gives you, or this handout and folder, so it gives you that backup. Number 1, the stress in her life outside of here, outside of her 3 visits a week, has not only, not gone down, it's gone up. So the care plan isn't catching up and getting her to heal and get better because she's got more accumulated destructive crap coming at her than we can put in accumulative constructive. And 2, we are going to change our technique to, we're already pretty unmanual with her, and we're going to go even less. We're going to go to Logan and a complete, just 100% hands-off, tonal, soft sort of technique for her, because her nervous system is so stuck, so wound up, so much in pain and tension that any little force and adjustment whatsoever is setting her off and keeping her in that stuck cycle. So we're going to change our pace with her to see if we can get a breakthrough point and get her improving before her next scan and next progress evaluation. And we're going to very much sit knee to knee with her and let her know what she already does know, that if she doesn't change the amount of stress coming at her on the outside, that we shouldn't expect to get the goals and the change that we want. So it doesn't just put it on us that we're not, doing the adjustments aren't working. They are. We're just not able to get ahead because she has so much stress getting out ahead and getting in front of her. So that's the beauty of these things. Whether good, bad, stuck, whatever, this progress exam folder is liquid freaking gold. We made this thing about last year, and I worked a lot on the wording and the languaging and everything underneath of that, because these are sometimes hard visits to get through with your patients. That's why this video is a little bit longer than I first intended with a demo. But that's all it is. So actually for this one, now you may think, okay, well, I've seen those and I use these. So on the back, I would check take a detour. Not in this situation. She's actually still not, we gave her a 36 visit care plan because we knew it would take a lot. So we still have another set of scans that we may see that stress break through. So we very much are going to illustrate, I didn't quite get this all the way done. I got to, rewrite some more recommendations on this of getting her to a yoga class, getting her to relax, getting her to sleep, getting her to better handle her stress and go through that. This is one of those points where we will enter those wellness conversations, if you will, because we need to. But still, it's a stay the course because we set the care plan in the beginning. We're not done. If this was the 36th visit and we were still stuck, her core score still hadn't got above 75 and into 80, then we would be taking a detour, and in our office that would simply mean keeping her in restoration care 3 times a week until we do actually get that core score and get that place to 75, 80 and above and get her to a better place. Hope this helps. Sorry for the length.